regarding peak energy, Russell Brand on Buckminister Fuller. Peak energy. The article starts out with explaining about peak oil, global warming, Viderian solutions. Viderian, sorry if I mispronunciated it, as Mr. Bush would say, means a blue-green color. So that means a two-pronged solution. Russell Brand has attracted a lot of attention as a result of his recent interview with Jeremy Paxman of the BBC. This follows his contribution to a recent issue of the New Statesman, which included a Bucky Fuller quote. Russell Brand on revolution, where we no longer have the luxury of tradition. These problems that threaten to bring on global destruction are the result of legitimate human instincts gone awry, exploited by a dead desert ideology derived from dead desert myths. Fear and desire are the twin engines of human survival, but with most of our basic needs met, these instincts are being engaged to imprison us in an obsolete fragment of our consciousness. Our materialistic consumer culture relentlessly stimulates our desire. Our media ceaselessly engages our fear. Our government triangulates and administrates, ensuring there are no obstacles to the agendas of these slow-thighed beasts. Slouching towards Bethlehem. For me, the solution has to be primarily spiritual and secondarily political. This, too, is difficult terrain when the natural tribal leaders of the left are atheists. When Marxism is inveterately godless, when the lumbering monotheistics of grief for a handful of prayers are some sparkly rituals. By spiritual, I mean acknowledgement that our connection to one another and the planet must be prioritized. Buckminster Fuller outlines what ought to be our collective objectives succinctly: to make the world work for 100% of humanity in the shortest possible time through spontaneous cooperation without ecological offense or disadvantage of anyone. This maxim is the very essence of easier said than done, as it implies the dismantling of our socio-economic machinery by tea time. Now, he said a lot. As Mr. Robert Anton Wilson would say, much of that was assertion, was not argument. He blamed Christianity, he blamed Judaism, he blamed Muslimism, because those are all desert religions. Well, he puts a lot of the blame there. And he says we need to move on and that we need a new consciousness to survive. And he has pointed out the peak oil problem and the global warming, environmental destruction, if you will. The global warming is passé. Most people are saying this is climate change. I think these are legitimate problems. I'm not one of these climate deniers, and I am very skeptical about the peak oil business. A lot of Russian scientists have known for hundreds of years that oil does not come from dead dinosaurs, that oil is a product of the earth and it comes from shifts in the earth. And they say there's a limitless supply of oil. So I don't know about this whole peak oil business. I am concerned about the global warming, and I am concerned about population. I am concerned about a lot of these things. And I agree with Mr. Brand that the present mode of thinking is endangering this, because people aren't thinking outside the box. They just go through their life. They're just trying to take care of themselves. They're not conscious. And he's saying a lot here. And I think that trying to get the humanity to be aware of this, or trying to get humanity there by talking to them, the preaching at them, is not going to work. I think this is going to have to come from the top. I think this is going to have to come from powerful people who see this and do something about this. And I think it's going to happen. A lot of people have attacked Mr. Brand. A lot of people have called him names, said he wasn't qualified. Well, he made himself qualified. He stepped up, and I'm stepping up behind him and doing whatever I can for him. You know, whatever, 40, 50 people, 100 people, whoever listens to this, we need to support him, and we need to support others who think like him. This render under Caesar business, we need to challenge the system, and we can do better as a species. We can do better with this planet. We need to start thinking rationally. We need to start working together. We need to hold our leaders accountable. I understand the war machine is here. I understand that you're not going to stop them. They're going to take over the rest of the world, and that looks like that's what's going to happen. And so be it. But I think you need to quit your profiteering on it. I think you need to quit killing people needlessly, slaughtering people, environmental destruction. Africa has been destroyed. Parts of South America have been destroyed. Asia, vast territories have been destroyed. There's been profiteering, just unbelievable profiteering, and you guys need to cut it out. We need to understand this is our planet, and we need to do something about it. And our people need to hold them accountable. You know, we need to quit worrying about solutions in the Fed, blah, 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 do all this stuff. We just say, fix this stuff. We don't know how you're supposed to fix it. Fix it. And quit hating each other. Quit blaming each other. You know, the biggest thing that I see in my experience is that middle-class people hate poor people. They blame them for everything. They blame the wrong people. And I think we need some type of revival. And I think the biggest problem here pointed out with this guy is that we need a new religion and we need a new belief system. But these guys are just atheists and they have nothing but emptiness to offer people. Somebody will step up. A lot of this is going to happen. We have some very interesting times ahead. Very interesting times. I guess I talked a lot. I'm going to leave a link to this article so people can read it for themselves. This is good stuff. I support Mr. Brand. I think you're a great guy. I wish I was as funny as you are. I wish I got laid as much as you do. I think you should eat a steak. You know, just grass-fed cows. Get back into that. But hey, that's your choice. I can understand that. You don't want to see people. You don't want to see creatures hurt. Good for you. Thanks, Mr. Brand. And I continue to support you in what little way I can. Thank you.